guys, it's Edie's here and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to get festive. You guys voted and you wanted to see my December journal pages, so let's go ahead and do a journal with me. I'm so excited because I have a couple ideas that I want to execute, but before I talk about those ideas, let's give a moment to my merino sweater. I think this is the most festive thing I own. It's kind of giving green and red, even though this is like chartreuse. And then I also brought out my favorite poppy flavor currently, the poppy classic cola, and then a green straw that I randomly found in my kitchen. I promise I usually use glass straws, but for this occasion I wanted to go with red and green because, like I said, we're getting festive here. All right, so here are the journal pages I'm creating today. In my film journal, of course, I'm going to create a watch list because that's a classic thing I do every year, as well as creating a playlist that is holiday themed. And then for my life journal, I want to create a holiday bucket list. And for my reading journal, I want to create a holiday TBR. So that's what I have planned right now. Normally also, in December, I do a vision board, or I should say every month I do a vision board, but that's going to be a short, so stay tuned. I'll definitely leave it in the card somewhere once that's uploaded. December is a really big month for me. It's my birthday month, so I'm excited to celebrate that. I also think it's a really cozy, and I think a lot of people will agree that it's a cozy month, and I love to just snuggle in bed, read, and just really take it easy in December. So that is my plan, and that's the kind of vibe I want to go for. I also want to use my Bobby Goods marker set, which I'm so excited to be using, and I opened it recently and I already swatched and have been using them left and right for my journal spreads, so I want to use that today as well. So let's get started with the first journal spread and let's go. Guys, I love how this turned out. I had this idea in my brain and I feel like it came out perfectly. I've really been into, like I said, using my alcohol markers to like extend and just like draw more and color. So I did extend the wallpaper that I chose, and then I only plan on reading, hopefully. I'm a really slow reader unless it's like obviously a good book that I can't put down, which is currently happening. I'm reading All the Colors of the Dark, and honestly guys, I want to make a separate like reading vlog or something like that about it because it is so good. But anyways, I have on my list A Very Merry Murder, because I recently signed up for the Kindle Unlimited 3 months for 99 cents a month, so I definitely want to take advantage of that. And all of these are from that list, besides the Heart of Christmas Advent Calendar, which is part of my reading club that I have with my sister and my coworker. And then I also bought the Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, which I'll leave linked up there in the card so you can see that vlog. And then, yeah, A Very Merry Murder, How My Neighbor Stole Christmas, and The Christmas Bookshop are all part of the Kindle Unlimited special, I guess. And honestly, I've been wanting to read a book about a bookshop, so I'm excited for that. And then the Advent Calendar is so fun. Let me get it and show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, this is what it looks like. And it is so cool. It's an Advent romance called A Heart of Christmas, and it's 24 chapters to open before Christmas by Sophie Jomain. And essentially what you do is you have each day and you take like a ruler or a letter opener and you unlock, or like an Advent calendar, open up a chapter a day, which I think is so cool. So by the end of December, or I guess by Christmas, you will have read a whole book, and it like unlocks the story, which I think is super, super fun. So I'm excited to be reading this December 1st, which is tomorrow, chapter 1. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I think that's such a cute idea. And I did want to like have an advent calendar of some sort. So why not an advent calendar book? That's like so unique. I love it so much. So yeah, this will be the first one that I'm going to be reading. And then I am going to try to read on my Kindle as well as a physical book at the same time to see how that goes, just because like I said, I've been reading All the Colors in the Dark, and then I want to read one of those books that I listed here in my TBR. So I don't know, I think obviously I'm going to be reading Heart for Christmas, and I might go ahead and go for The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year because I do love a good thriller. So I think that will be the next read that I have once I'm finished with All the Colors in the Dark. But yeah, that is my TBR. Of course, I'm obsessed with reading right now. So I can't, like, I literally woke up at 2 a.m. or actually I think 1 a.m. and read till 3:30 because I needed to read All the Colors in the Dark because I'm obsessed. So yeah, that was it for my reading journal. Let's go on to the next spread. Alright guys, so that was my holiday bucket list. As I was making this journal spread, I was watching a holiday baking show, and there's something about baking that reminds me of the holidays, and I love baking shows, and I used to really love baking, and then I became gluten-free, which I kind of like stopped making things. But I want to show you guys, look at these matcha cookies. They look so good, and I wish I could have one right now. But anyways, here's my holiday bucket list. I want to cozy up my living room, so I took advantage of a sale from World Marketplace, and I got this double papasan chair cushion because I have the chair already, but mine is gray, the cushion, and I wanted to cozy up and make everything aesthetically pleasing, so I got that. So that's already coming true. Check. Read holiday books, which you guys just saw my TBR, so technically I could check that off. Have like a cozy bookish pajama day. I want to make like a vlog of it, so I'm excited about that. Wrap presents. I want to go to Target and see the wrapping paper that they have. And then last but not least, create a holiday playlist, which I already did, so I can't wait to show you guys what my holiday playlist looks like. So I kept it pretty simple. I like the vibes of this. It's giving vintage, it's giving cutesy. So that is my holiday bucket list. On to the next one. Alright guys, here is my holiday watch list. I kept it pretty simple because I will say I am not like a huge Christmas movie fan, if that makes sense. Compared to like Halloween, I go all out for Halloween. I watch a ton of movies and it's just more my vibe. But for Christmas, I kept it pretty simple, and I wanted to pick new movies that I've never watched before. So I have the Charlie Brown Christmas. I am obsessed with Snoopy right now and all like the Snoopy edits. At work, I play like Snoopy Lo-Fi. When I read, I put on the Snoopy Lo-Fi timer. So I want to watch that because I watched the Thanksgiving Charlie Brown movie this month, and it was so sweet and so cute, and it was like short. Like, I am obsessed. So I want to watch the Christmas version, of course. And then a classic for me ever since I was a kid, I always loved the Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. And then as far as new, I want to watch Krampus because, you know, I had to sneak in a little bit of horror and thriller in there. The Grinch is also a classic. That's like my family's favorite movie. And then Elf, I didn't really grow up watching Elf, but my sister loves it, so I want to like watch it again because I feel like I never really fully sat down and watched the movie. And I got this idea just as I was making the film spreads. I'm like, oh, I can make a little snow globe. So I love the way it turned out, and I kept it really simple. If I wanted to be extra, I could add like plastic over top, which kind of is a great idea, but it's okay. I'm just gonna keep it like that for now unless I change my mind later. But yeah, it's so cute. I'm obsessed with how this turned out. On to the next one. Alright guys, last but not least, we have my holiday playlist. I love, even though I'm not like the biggest fan of Christmas, just because Halloween is such a special time, like, and I love it so much, there's something about going shopping and listening to the Christmas music in the background. Like if you're at the grocery store, at the mall, or anywhere and they're playing holiday music, I love that feeling. It's very nostalgic. So I was so excited to put this playlist together. I actually will link it down below because I have been creating playlists on my Apple Music account. So yeah, I created this playlist. I took this very serious. I went through like TikTok and YouTube and listened to a bunch of different songs and like narrowed it down to 10 songs. And I will add to it slowly as I listen to more music. I've also been loving using the playlist or the radio playlist settings on Apple Music so that they could play like random songs, and I've been adding songs slowly but surely, and I'll leave this playlist link down below. But yeah, I thought it was so cute, and I added like a little last minute pop-up detail. I wish I wrote a little bit better, but it's okay. I think it just gives a really cozy vibe, which is what I was going for. All right guys, those were my holiday December journal spread pages, and I am obsessed with how everything turned out. I think honestly all of them are my favorite. There's usually one that I'm like, I don't really love, but I actually loved how all of them turned out. And I think it's because I was watching and listening to music while I was creating all these things, so I got really into the Christmas spirit. Let me know which one was your favorite, and stay on the lookout for my December vision board. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.